Okay, I'm going to breeze through this real fast. This is kind of what went on as part of the work that was done for the redesign of DIY Network. So for those of you who are going to go to client site, this is very typical of what we do. We kind of scope out the research methodology for DIY. We went out and spoke to people in Knoxville and in New York. We went to people's homes. This is an example of a 6-week project for research where we actually went out and spoke to people. These are real people, real users showing us the deck. But this is an example of ethnography and what happens when you actually go out and you talk to people. And you don't just go out and chat with them, but you actually do a lot of preparation ahead of time. What you're seeing on the left there is what we call a protocol, which is a set of questions that you want to make sure you ask when you go out and talk to folks. The next one is an example of a diary. And this was a diary that we left with a user for 2 weeks so that we gave them a little bit of homework. We said, all right, well, go away and document all the things that you were doing or planning to do in relation to a particular project. So it gave us insight into kind of what the consumer was thinking and the process. Again, this is a great way for you to document the journey and to get the data you need to paint a picture of the person's journey. This person here was trying to build a radiator cover for his apartment in Manhattan. And so he kind of documented all the sites that he went, all the things that he did, but it gave us a good way to appreciate what a consumer needs, as part of the site redesign. And these were all the people that we spoke with in Knoxville. And kind of this notion of being able to cluster the people so that people with similar behaviors kind of fall in the same grouping. So we had, what we call personas. And you saw a version of it for Wall Street Journal just now. And again, personas are a design tool. Personas help you understand, from the breadth of audiences, what are the key behaviors that are similar. And your clients will weigh in on who are the right personas, who are what they call the primary personas. In the case of Wall Street Journal, certainly a prospect was considered a very important persona. Okay, so I'm just going to breeze through these so you get to see some of the artifacts. So these are examples of what personas are. These are used by clients, used by us to pass on to the design team so that we understand what's unique about a nester. Here are the characteristics of a nester. Here are some quotes of a nester versus a hobbyist, for example. So we wound up with 6 different personas for DIY, which was then fed into the design process. So what you're seeing on the site today was built mainly for a problem solver and a hobbyist. So of the 6 personas, those were the 2 personas that really guided the content as well as the features and functionality that you see on the site. All right, guys, thank you so much for your attention. I'll see you the rest of this week. Thanks.